Prince, take one.
Hi there, my name is Prince Fagude. I am currently 30 years old. I'm originally from Eswatini, the Kingdom of Swaziland. I grew up between Johannesburg, South Africa, and Swaziland. And now I live in Cape Town for 3 years. Ooh, to be honest, I didn't look at any of the questions that I was given. I like the element of surprise, and also I did not want to overthink and overcalculate because I don't want to be trapped in my head. So this is going to be as new to me as it is to you. Yeah.
So Prince, do you find that you overthink, overcalculate?
I wouldn't say, okay, let me say yes and no. The yes is that I overcalculate in terms of like making the decision, right? And then no, because I don't like changing my decision. So if I've decided on something, that's it. So this means if I prepare for something tonight, there's a possibility that in the morning I'll come with a new idea. So I'm going to change my mind. And because I've changed my mind, and then now I no longer trust myself to make the good decision because now I've changed the decision that I thought was good. So now, meaning both of my decisions are no longer good. So now I'm going in circles, and then I'm just like, oh my God. So I learned that I don't make decisions until the last moment. And then boom, I got the perfect decision. And like that, I'm happy with it, you know? Yeah.
So it's almost like you surprise yourself so there's no way out of it once you made the decision.
You know what I mean? And also I can feel a bit better about myself if like it doesn't go my way or I don't feel confident about it. I can always feel better, be like, oh, it was a last minute decision, you know? So I think that works better for my mental space.
So going into social situations, do you go into like a social situation with a lot of people cautiously, or are you quite happy just to go in there and go with the flow, or do you have to calculate and suss the
vibe,
energy out first?
Okay, so I'll paint two different scenarios with social setups. There's familiar social setups, which is like the people you're familiar with or the place you're familiar with, you know, like your friends and whatever. I don't like those. I don't like those at all. And then there's the unfamiliar ones where you just go to a place you don't know, first time, or you're meeting strangers. I love that. The reason for that is most of the time with people that you know, you always kind of have to keep up with their vibe, their energy, their like, or their perspective of you. And I like to be spontaneous in every moment, usually. And I find that to keep up with that, you end up pretending a lot to, you know, match the gap in between. And with strangers, it's very nice to meet strangers. Actually, most of the people I've had the deepest connections with in this life would be strangers, because you meet someone and there's that element of, I know you don't know anything about me, so I can come out to you as raw as I can possibly can because you don't know who I am. And often enough, those connections are genuine because it's not premeditated in a way, you know what I mean? So you're just like, you're coming out as like, okay, this is me, this is what has happened to me, and I don't feel any judgment. And this is with friends, as soon as you say, oh, listen, I lost my mom when I was 10. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh. Now you can no longer actually express what you were trying to express because now they oversympathize something that has happened ages ago. But a stranger will be like, oh, sorry about that, man. Give you the time to go on to say, so I'm saying this because, you know, the last 2 years after that, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, long story short, social gatherings. No, I don't like to overcalculate because then I lose the element of surprise. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes,
Seems like you like the element of surprise.
Yes.
To keep things fresh. And
to keep things fresh. Yes, all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. I do like it in that regards.
Are there any sort of aspects in life that are really important to you, like health and fitness and diet, or what would be like those key things?
Ooh. Okay, the most important thing for me is the mental capacity or the mental strength. I think from a young age, I always believed in that having a strong mindset allows you more resources to go by in life. So in my life, I'm a very active person. I do calisthenics, I rock climb, I swim, blah, blah, blah. I don't like running. 56 kilometers of running, I think is a little bit ridiculous, but each to their own. Health is very important for me, but I'm also not overly excited about it, like the fitness part of thing where people think you have to go to gym, do so much reps and whatever. I don't think that's necessary for everybody. You know, there is an element of the unknown that we actually don't know that we don't know, because we look at the olden days, how people kept fit and how they were just fit and healthy all the time. They didn't actually wake up and do lunges and squats and run around. So there's that part where we don't know where the breakdown happened. And in my studies and in going to school, I got to understand that each body is different. Everybody is different. So we have different abilities and we need to adjust to our health in a way that our body allows it. So yes, I believe I'm a very much firm believer that everybody should take care of themselves, look after themselves, but I don't force anyone and everyone to go to the gym because that's not where the magic is, I think.
Where is the magic?
The magic is in the mind, because you can go to gym and do absolutely nothing for 2 hours. And I could be at home in a better mindset and do everything you couldn't do at the gym, you know, because the mind heals the body. And the mind also is the same that sickens the body. So I believe the mental strength is where the key is. Yeah. I hope that makes sense. Right, yeah.
What's something that you're still trying to figure out?
If I'm a nice person or I'm a bad person.
If you're a nice person or you're
a bad person. Yeah. Look, why am I saying this? I believe I'm a very nice person. Genuinely, I am truly, truly nice. You can ask anyone in my life, they'll say that I'm a nice person. But in the last 2 years, I've spent time looking deeper into it. And there's a question that came to my mind, which I'd like to ask anyone. Usually when we think we are nice, are you nice because you're a nice person? Or are you nice because you're loyal to the feeling it gives to you? So when you're being nice to people, there's a feeling that you get. And that feeling could be a dopamine for you. So basically, you're being nice because you want to suck this feeling out of these people. So you're being nice to yourself, not to actually the person that you're coming across as being nice to. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there's also this thing of helping people to the point that they are crippled and completely dependent on you, and you are their messiah over them. So therefore, they are dependent on you, and you continue helping them in the name of, oh, I'm helping this poor person. But no, you're stroking your own ego and making yourself feel more important about yourself. You know? Mm-hmm. So once again, I am still on the journey of trying to figure out, am I just genuinely being nice, or I like the feeling of feeling good when people say, oh, Prince is such a nice guy. I remember in 2023, I didn't have a place to stay. He let me stay in his house. He bought me groceries and bought me clothes, blah, blah, blah. It sounds nice when people talk about you like that, you know? So I don't know if I'm loyal to the feeling of people talking about me like that, or
so
it's a habit.
Ask another question, because I've been speaking to my 7-year-old a lot about intention.
Yeah.
And when we move through life,
yes,
every decision we're making is coming from a core intention inside of ourselves. Am I doing this out of love, or am I doing this out of fear? Am I going to be nice to this person and say something because I want to, or am I being nice because I want them to do something for me? So when you're moving through the world, and if you think about that,
yes,
where are your intentions mostly coming from? Love or fear?
Ooh, that's a very good question. Can I take one moment to think about it? Intention, you said.
Yeah, right at the base of everything that we do. Right, if you go right down deep, it's coming out of, I'm doing this out of a place of love or out of a place of fear. I'm going to help this person because I'm afraid I don't want them to lose their friendship because X, Y, and Z, or I'm doing this because it's coming from a place of love?
I would say the correct answer is it's coming from the place of love. However, I can add a bit and say fear is the cousin, because there is an element of rejection that comes with that you risk, or that I would be risking by genuinely being nice to this person out of love. There is an element of rejection because they might not receive my niceness as I'm projecting it to them. So the cousin is always there. Even if you do it out of love, you know, even if you like genuinely helping this person,
Yeah.
they might turn around and be like, who asked you? I didn't ask you. Oh, I don't want that. So fear is always next to it. It is out of love, but fear is there as well. Yeah.